did learn pure aggression at a cartoon staring at you say something where you say it and then it stares at you dumbfounded for a good 10 seconds. You're like, ah!
Honestly, that might have taught kids more of a life lesson than we realize. Because how often are you in a store and you tell somebody what you want or need and they just stare at you blankly for way too long before you're like, hey, buddy, I'm going to say this again.
Yeah. And then they finally answer you and go, sir, you're in a Napa Auto Parts.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are not helpful. At this point, at Napa or AutoZone, they just need to flip those computers around and let the because that's all they do is what's your make and model? Okay, you could do that all yourself.
No, at this point, they need to do an overhaul because I've seen them where they've had it angled enough, and I got to watch what is the equivalent of an AOL dial-up connection. Like how fast that's moving. I'm like, oh, man, come on, buddy.
Isn't it bad, too? Like, I've gone into there. I've already researched. I've done what they've done with the internet that literally exists in the palm of my hand and gone, I need this part with this part number. And they go, what's the make and model? No. I already did your job for you. I need you to go in that back room and just go get this. But I have to. They don't. They have to paint by numbers. If they go outside, if they color outside the lines, Nathan, it's fucking chaos.
I need to make my day last as long as possible with each customer to make sure my this soul-sucking job doesn't take any more from me. I need human interaction as long as possible.
I need to frustrate you to the point that when you go home, just mildly stripping a bolt is going to make you go strike your wife.
And that's why inside every one it gives you a hotline for moving to Boston.
Yeah. Honestly, I do
miss
think
the
that
50s? Shit.
That is the Napa fucking. That is their real goal. Is they're in on the insurance scams with the hospitals for domestic violence. Hey.
Well,
we need you to frustrate men to a point where they start domestic violence.
I mean, they do that because there's a way to circumvent everything you said, and that is order it online. You did the research, you ordered it online, and you show up to pick it up. And I've experienced this firsthand. That's how I know. You show up and you go, hey, my name's such such. I'm here to pick up this. And they go, 1 second. And they look in a fucking Rolodex for your order. I thought I was losing my mind. I'm like, what year is this?
They don't even have the thing you order online in an order form online.
No, they
fax
it. Pony Express.
Oh wow, Bill showed up. He's like, I come with deliveries, boss. I just keep riding my stud horse because it never breaks down.
That's why they still have classic Mountain Dew, because they're shooting holes in their hats.
Jesus. That's wild, dude. They had a fucking Rolodex for you.
They printed out the receipt and stuck it in a Rolodex.
Holy shit, dude. That is wild as fuck. I actually am not surprised at all. That's why whenever you ever see, like, I know you see it, because we've talked about them on the show, when they're like, such and such company was hacked today by a global terrorist group. It's like,
not everybody's a terrorist.
Like, how could they not have more secure stuff? I was like, none of them do. Have you gone into a retail store in the past 20 years? It's the same fucking system. I could walk into an Office Max or an Office Depot right now and start cashiering today, because I guarantee you they haven't updated the operating system since I was a cashier there.
Probably not. I mean, and also the word terrorist, it always makes me think of, why is that applied to anybody that affects the money?
Well, because you can't call them all congressmen.
Oh. Good point.
It's just an unelected person who affects the money.
Oh, that's right.
That's what a terrorist.
If you can legally accept bribes, it's okay.
Yeah. Supreme Court said it's okay.
It's just tipping. It's just tipping.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, here, let me rotate my iPad for you.
It's just, yeah. That button that says tip 1,100% for you.
How come there's no cancel button? You know why.
Yeah, exactly. There's no takesy backsies.
Yeah. I can't wait for the IRS to start hitting us with a tip button. Would you like to tip your IRS agent? I got a tip
it's
form.
coming.
Get a fucking good
It's
job,
coming.
you piece
I've
of
made
shit.
I've made the firm stance if I'm standing, I'm never tipping.
You're right.
I have to be sitting down. You have to be doing something. Otherwise, it's got asinine with that stuff.
Oh, it's wild.
And they do have it everywhere where you're buying goods and stuff. You'll get those.
Dude, it's crazy. Dude, Goodwill, and I know it's not a tip, but even the round up to support whatever cause is getting out of hand. Every fucking business has one, and it's because it's a fucking, I think it's a tax write-off somehow if you have the charity, because you don't get to write that off, like that you rounded up 10 cents or whatever you donated.
Yeah.
You donated that technically, but you have no way to prove that, but the corporation's like, well, we donated X amount of money on because their customers gave it to them, but they get to write the check, so they write off the fucking.
You know what you should do is go in there with a pre-planned tip to Goodwill, Salvation Army, anywhere like that asks for it, and your tip is an address, and you go hoarder, so they know where to go take their shit from.
That's true. You don't want to go to a hoarder's house to get stuff, though.
But they do.
No, they don't. Because I want to go there and buy that stuff, and I know what's in hoarders' houses. There's 2 across the street from me, dude. It's gross.
Hey, no, you want to go in there, you might find some cool. You're gonna find some cool stuff that you never thought. You might get a couple cat skeletons, but hey, that's just the nature of a grab bag.
Yeah. Oh, cool! An old school Nike duffel bag. Oh my God, a raccoon! God! Oh God!
Yeah. Oh, and a family of dead animals. Oh, how nice.
Who is this?